I want to make sure that I make it very clear that everybody's experience is not going to be the same. What you see, smell, taste, and touch will not be the same. It's different for us all. Why? Because your walk in this world was for you. So when you leave from here, your exit will be just for you, in whatever form or fashion that may come in.
Happens to your brain after you're decapitated. Sounds like a horror story, but it's very real. Surprisingly, your brain doesn't shut down instantly. For a few seconds, it still functions, fully aware of what's happened. Reports from the French Revolution claim severed heads blinked, moved, even showed emotion. Modern scientists say the brain can stay conscious for 3 to 10 seconds, depending on oxygen left in the blood. That means you might see, hear, even think during those final moments. Some animals, like chickens and rats, show brain activity long after decapitation. Humans? Probably the same. So yes, for a few terrifying seconds, you're alive. You know? Then, nothing.
If you believe the guillotine was a quick and painless end, you might be wrong. According to some historical reports, the guillotine's victims might have had a few moments of consciousness. After decapitation, the human brain can remain active for up to 30 seconds without oxygen. Witnesses claim to see eyes blinking, lips moving, and even expressions of shock on severed heads. In 1904, a doctor even attempted an experiment, calling a prisoner's name after execution and observing their eyes react. Was it just a reflex, or did they truly experience their final moments?
So it's believed by modern day that your brain would only be alive for 2 to 4 seconds afterwards. All those reflexes and stuff like that were involuntary reflex. The doctor who did the experiment in 1905 was Dr. Barreau. He did it on an executed man named Langun. He focused on the doctor for 25 to 30 seconds. Modern historical accounts count these as misinterpretations of the actual reflex muscle contractions that happen in the body.
We die. When we die, I'm not given reason to think that your state of mind in death is any different from your state of mind before you were born. Before you were born, you're saying, where am I? How come I'm not? No, it's a state of non-existence. But death is so scary to so many people. We fear death because we're born knowing only life.
Afraid of dying?
No, not at all.
Do you think you go somewhere?
No. The one thing I can't understand, I can't grasp my mind around, I feel when you die, there's just nothing. It's like when you're asleep and you're not dreaming. But I can't imagine nothingness lasting forever. That's the thing that I cannot get.
I can't grasp. To not exist forever.
Forever.
When does forever end?
Yeah.
When a person dies, when their heart stops beating, no brain waves, say they have a heart attack, and they have a near-death experience, they say they leave their body. Usually they're initially up above their body in the room where their resuscitation is happening. And they commonly say, I was still myself. Most say I had a body, but it was like a spiritual body, not with 5 senses, more like 50 senses and blended senses, which that's hard to describe.
What does that mean, blended senses?
Say things like, it's not that I just saw it, I heard it. I didn't just smell it, but I could see the smell too. So the senses we think of sight, smell, touch, taste, an aroma would also have a sound to it.
Okay.
And a visual. I don't know. I'm just telling you what they say. I've never experienced anything like that.
Have you ever wondered why you wake up when you die in a dream? Well, there's a theory that this happens because our mind doesn't know what comes after death, so it just ends the dream after you die. But that theory is actually not true. The real reason we wake up after we die is a little more straightforward. You see, dying in a dream is a stressful event, which causes your brain to release adrenaline, and adrenaline wakes you up.
I want to make sure that I make it very clear that everybody's experience is not going to be the same. What you see, smell, taste, and touch will not be the same. It's different for us all. Why? Because your walk in this world was for you. So when you leave from here, your exit will be just for you, in whatever form or fashion that may come in. The experience that I had was temperatureless, and I felt weightless. I didn't smell anything. And it felt like I was in the middle of the ocean. I was being spoken to, but there were no words. There were no actual words like how you hear my voice. The best that I can describe it is it was more telepathic. And the only thing that I remember is that was being signaled to me, because it's more of like a signal more than a speaking to, which was not yet. And so then from that point, my entire life, a lot flashed before me as I felt weightless. Then I felt myself back in my body. And when I felt myself back in my body, I felt all kinds of weight and pressure. And I'm not even a heavy set guy. And I believe that the weight and pressure that I felt when I came back into was all of the burdens of this life that I hold here. But it's like when I was released from that before I was brought back, it was weightless. And that's the best that I can describe it. It was such a weightless feeling. It was like how you see astronauts look in space, like I guess how you think that looks, just floating. But there was nothing that I saw. No, I didn't see no light. I didn't see any darkness. It was literally like being in the middle of the ocean. So maybe that is what they speak of when they say it goes to a deep sleep. Because in Islam, as well as in the Christian belief, they all speak about how you don't just go to paradise. There's a deep sleep beforehand. So I'm not sure, but I know that was my experience. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect.
Yeah. I may act crazy and play stupid, but my mind is the level that of a computer. Mr. 7 is my name, I was sent from the future. I'm the light, I'm the way it's on sight.